All right. Hello, hello. This is Tuesday, April 8th, and we got a set of puzzles. Let's see what we're in for. Got a medium Akari to start. Is that symmetrical? That looks to be, yeah. Okay. Might have to just make a choice in some of this. One of two places for this. And that doesn't give us much. Mm. Okay, so one of these could be there, and then we fill that in. We do double twos, and we're in trouble. So we can't put one here, which means these three get filled in. That doesn't help us much. But if we do double twos here, that's bad. So one of these has to be filled. The other has to be there. One here, double twos like that. One, double twos, one, one, one. And fill in the cracks. All right. So a little bit of question of how to do the three, and then that all just sort of chained together nicely. Try some strands. Out of this world, so outer space. First thought. Um, mm, mm, Galaxy, but there's no X or the gal. Out of this world. Like delicious or really tasty. Vital or that looked interesting. Vitality or something. Itty is interesting. And then that would be Lavinian, or there's a shun here. And there's a science, looks like. Science. Whoops. Science. Fund. Okay, so science is probably in there somewhere. Out of this world. Gravity. Okay. Well, okay, so, but gravity. And Lavin. Lavin or Nival? Laver. Could be rival. And then you could still have the shun, so that comes in like that. So laver would be rival. And this is still science fair, but that then doesn't go as a spangram. But yeah, it's gravity. What else? Out of this world. Oh, so these are science films? Films? Because Gravity was a movie. Science fiction. Fiction. There's the shun. So, Arrival. There it is. Rival. Um, yeah. And Dune. That would be science fiction. And there's two sitting there. Could Alien. Okay, Alien. The classic one. And Megalopolis. Wow. Megalopolis. Which was the classic. When did that come out? Oh, maybe I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different movie. Megalopolis was that new one with directed by Christopher Coppola. What am I thinking of? Metropolis. That's what I'm thinking of. When did Metropolis come out? Because that's definitely science fiction. That's one where they were like hand doing all the VFX. 1927. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, but Megalopolis. All right, that's definitely out of this world. Okay, see how the spelling bee is. Uh, Glue is in there, and huddle. Glue huddle. Um, Doug had do league. Uh, the the GH ending could be interesting, or laugh. So that would be laugh. Laugh. Laughed. Nice. Could look up whether there's another one. But one down. Good enough for me. Connections. Negative numbers. Well, that's a thing, but just a pair. Negative numbers. Sean, Job or Job, Pierce, Sugar, Stick, Roger, Sure, Daniel, Over, Sehoben, not familiar with that, Poke, Copy, Judges, and Jab. So it's Sean Connery, Daniel Craig, Roger Moore, and Pierce Brosnan are all Bonds. So maybe we'll try to do this super fancy and try to get the hard one first. So that feels doable. So that's probably not the purple. The what else do we got? We got numbers, poke, judges, Sehoben. I'm not sure what that is, but jab. There was jab and poke. Jab, poke, stick. Stick it to someone. Jab, poke. And then I'm not sure. Could be a film negative or over. Copy. Copy. Copy over negative and sure, but like those all seem like sort of walkie-talkie terms of copy over negative, or I guess it's kind of more militaristic or orders and things. So you wouldn't say sure, but you could say Sibhan. I'm not sure what that is. Jab, but sugar. Sugar feels like that's paired with something. They would be sugar cube. Um, Stickball. um, well, I feel like that. Oh, it's not. Oh no. Oh, because that's the Roger, and that's Because it's Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, I think, Daniel Craig. Dang it. So that's then Roger, as in Roger, copy, over, and negative. Yeah. Oh, you. Clever, clever. Okay. Numbers and Judges. Is Judges a book of the Bible? Book of Job? Judges. Is Daniel a book? I'm not sure. I know Numbers is. And Job is someone in the Bible. I think there's a book of the Book of Job, yeah. Book of Judges? Okay, I'm going to try that. Old Testament books, yes, okay. Easiest and hardest sitting there. I like Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan. I liked that, but stick, poke, jab, pierce. That's like prod or prick. Okay, and sugar, cube, Sean, and sure. Words pronounced. What was that? Words pronounced without a sh. Wow. Sugar, sure, and yeah, I'm not sure what that. What is that? C-O bon, and it's a sh. A female name of Irish origin. And how do you pronounce that? Like Siobhan, Yvonne with a V. Yeah, Siobhan. So that's a name. Wow, and that's how you pronounce. Dang. So isn't it? It is Sean Connery was Bond once. Um, and what was the other one? Is it Roger Moore? That was a Bond. Yes. And Daniel Craig. Yeah, he was a Bond. And Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. That's just a red herring. Ugh. Evil, evil connections. Okay. Still got away with it, but. Okay, only rock that humans regularly eat. Probably salt. Throw in the trash. Come up. Arise. Cafe Latte. Cable channel that airs March Madness games. Ten-legged sea creature. Hmm. Ooh, a crab. Which is crazy. Scrap. Scrap. Fencing sword epee. Right. E. East. Okay. Busy buzzer is a bee. And ones who might be cheesed off or chuffed to bits. Brits. There you go. Ten-legged sea creature is a crab. That's crazy. And salt is a rock I like. That's good. Also is righty. Righty. Like lefty loosey, righty tighty, but kind of the right E on the compass. It's an interesting clue. All right, some Puzzmo. An exercise in moderation. We got a honey pot emoji. Moderation. All right. Utter joy. Glee. Deep cut. A gash. Houdini singer. Dua Lipa. Slips up. Airs. Like angel food could. Airy. Cosmetic that might be chosen according to iris color. Eye liner. I'm not sure, but it would be maybe the stuff that you can go around to accent your eye. I'm not sure what that's called though. Creates annoyances for. Overextended with involvements. Spread very, spread something thin. Spread too thin. Morissette, who wrote the lyrics for the musical Jagged Little Pill, as well as the album Jagged Little Pill. Alanis, is that how you spell? Creates annoyances for. Not sure. Nickname that drops. Nah. Eternals actor Gemma. Please, oh please let me. Beg, plead, pled. Nah. Let's go up here. Study found that women in something times fainted more often because they thought it was a funny bit. Doctor's headline. Women in rural times, or when fainting was all vogue? I'm not sure. Gifts for casual crafters. Kits? The Famished Road author. Not familiar with that. Kanga's son in 100 Acre Wood. It's probably Rue. Question for a dog waffling near the doorway. It's like you want to go out or something. Busy as a bee. Name on the cover of all 200 plus The Babysitter's Club books and the author of several dozen of them. I'm not sure. One less than uno, dos, tres. No. Uno, dos, tres. Cuatro, cinco, seis. How do you spell seis? Seis? That's bad. I think it ends in an S. Curtain holders. Rods. ADHD. That can make it hard to say. Stay on task. Yeah. What I say to my dog when she tries to eat string, paper, a blanket, or anything else that isn't food. Stop. Or sound of a bubble bursting. A pop. London Tipton's name for an automatic car's gear shift. Not sure. To be totally honest, spewed excessive flattery. Okay, so the thin and thick. So like pour it on thick. Pour it on thick. Word on a candy heart. Ooh. Not sure. Please, oh please. Let me. Could be pout, but what one person must do in sardines before everyone else seeks. Not sure. I'm just going to start going through it here. Pride Parade destination. Destination of a Pride Parade, maybe, question mark. Has annoyances for, or creates annoyance for. Has ills that women in, I don't know, nickname that drops the na. To be totally honest, useful email feature when you experience instant regret. Could be undo send. Word on a candy heart. Could be love, so it's probably not with a V. And the something from halfway down, probably the view. Please, oh please. Can I? Can I? Lays it on thick. One hide. Laid it on thick, which was spewed, past tense. Okay. And they hide, I guess. Not sure about sardines. It just feels like hide and seek, maybe? What was it as in sardines? Eternals. Chan. Not sure. Sachet contents. Tea. Noblest. Is it Toni Morrison? With an I that feels like is ale. And, ooh. P and L. And then that would be TA. To be totally honest. Question for a dog waffling near the doorway. Something out. Door out or stop that, I guess, for that. Something Cheerio. Hi-ho Cheerio? Wow. That's a deep cut. She's an something. She's a legend and she is the moment. Wendy Williams on Lil Kim. She's an something. Shout across the bow. Ahoy. Way of speaking to someone. Their tone. Sky Terrier. Icon. She's an icon, okay. To be totally honest, 10 this. This, it would be like that. Tau this. It feels wrong. To be totally honest. Could be an irony, I'm not sure actually. That's probably Anne M. Martin. So that'd be N. Pride Parade Destination. Eyeshadow. Okay. Yep. Nickname that drops nah. Han, like Hannah. The nickname is Han. Hassles. Study finds that women in Eden times? Olden times. Okay. It's a funny bit. And okra? No. Ben. Ochre? Lion's Den. And in or out. Okay. Yeah. That feels wrong. Or laid it on thick. Undo scent. What is this? London Tipton's name for an automatic car's gear shift. But this, or to be totally honest, P and L, yeah. What are we doing? We'll take a hint. Candid thought lead-in whose first word is the opposite of lie. Truth is, I was chopping it up wrong. And okay, London Tipton's name for an automatic car's gear shift. I guess those are just all the letters. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and I'm not sure what L is. But what is London Tipton? Okay, she's a fictional character. Sweet Life franchise. PRNDL. Okay. Laid it on thick, and truth is, yeah, I didn't chop that wrong. Hi Ho Cheerio. I think I remember we had a copy of Hi Ho Cheerio, like with the old-fashioned buckets, and that's hilarious. Okay, excited to be making, yeah, laid it on thick, spread too thin. Yep, in or out. And some Bojack and Babysitters Clubs, good stuff. Undo send. An overall voice, yep, that's good stuff. Spread too thin, laid it on thick is good. I liked that. Da, 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 yeah, and Hi Ho Cheerio. That's fun. Alrighty. Got a Tuesday. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Record-breaking Eras. It's just a guess. Estimation, maybe? Go It Alone. Solo. Conga's Son in children's literature. Okay. We got to share a clue there. That's cool. More than most. All. That's funny. Having cash to spend. Solvent. Treat from a recipe printed on a Nestle package. Toll House cookie. Contributes to a group gift or a hint. How could you contribute to a group gift with a Toll House cookie? And a crunchy Tex-Mex bowl and an office workstation. Bluffers activity. You are here. Hit and run, but not error. Corporate doings in which one's boss may change. Mergers or not sure. Caribbean locale with the slogan One Happy Island. Maybe Aruba? Could do some penciling. Aruba. The divine something. Scratch. Scratch. Eke out or something. Table salt to a chemist. NaCl. Makes an analogy. Likens to. Seeded loaves. Rise. Instruction in a risotto recipe. It's probably stir. Stir it all day. Traditional way to sign a contract. In ink. More than a few. Many. Wander through the neighborhood after dinner. Maybe. Take a walk or something? Smokey or Motown? Smokey Robinson. Bad thing to spring. Bad thing to spring. T. Boone Pickens for one. Awards depicted by a winged woman holding an atom. Emmys. Itsy bitsy. Teeny. Weenie. Nintendo Avatar. A me. More than a fad. With an EI, that could be a trend, but more than a fad. PD alert, an APB. Strength, might, maybe. Ugh. Contributes to a group gift. Chips in, okay. Chips in, I like that. There are chips in a Toll House cookie. Most popular sport in New Zealand, rugby. Unassuming home, a hut. Modern pastry portmanteau. Cronut. Engagement. Engagement. Quaintly. Don't know. Oilmen, and then that's a leak or something. Take a stroll. Why is that a leak? Bad thing to spring. Oh, spring a leak, sprung a leak. Oil man, or more than a fad. Mania. And Tentsy or Eensy. Yeah. And then Bluffer's activity, so there's chips in it somehow. It's Bluffer as in like poker. Bluffer's activity. A poker game. Poker game has chips. Alright. Hit and run but not air. Verbs. Okay. The Divine Miss M, maybe? Sanchez, who wrote I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. Noodles that often come in a flat rectangular pouch. Ramen. Eke out or ease out or corporate doings in which one's boss may change. Reorgs. An Erica. So eke out. An Erica. That seems right. Might have to come back, but lots of Insta pics. Could be describing the Insta pics. It could also be that you like lots of Insta pics. That would probably say though. Shares one's ideas. Muses or word after soap or before box. After soap. Soap. Awareness of body position scientifically. Ooh. Kinematics? Thrilled. For shame. Tisk. I think that I could pen that in. Work with the hands. Need. Ron Howard. Justice Sony. I don't know if it's IA or YA. Showy flower native to Central America. Ooh. Or Ia, or the E. No, that feels wrong. Because it could be azalea, but then that'd be Ia. That feels wrong. That's a cone. Mexican dish made with fried masa. Fried masa. Not sure, some sort of dough or... Crunchy Tex-Mex bowl. It ends in D. Work with the hands. Need. Yeah. Crunchy Tex-Mex bowl. Traveled like a tossed ball. Arced. New Yorkers. Mario. I'm not sure. Lopez, maybe? In the country. Rural. Type of window. Not a student who. Type of window something. Not a student who lives in a college building. A dormer? I'm not sure that that's a kind of window. Immediately. ASAP. Or stat. So. Crunchy Tex-Mex. It ends in a D. Or could be taco. They have chips. So a taco. And that would be dormer, yeah. And then that could be stat, which would be a T. Taco tolad or taco salad. So then that'd be ASAP. And I'm not sure about that. Mexican dish. Oh, another Mexican. Oh, right. Not sure. Mario. Not sure. I'm willing to help. Big Ten school whose main campus is in Happy Valley. Not sure. Elizabeth I's house. Tutor? Because then that'd be so. Need some pencil for this. It's definitely taco salad, and I like rural, but that could be dormer, and this could be tutor, and something SU or university, and that could be me and Cuomo. Okay, yep. Let me or grumpy face. A pout or a could be a pout would then use me, and then that's something SU and a pout. Computer. Line near the bottom of a receipt is tax. Right angled bend. An L, like just spell it out. Common sushi roll topping. Row. Alto or Palo Alto. Axle. Yeah. Chalupa. And a Dahlia, which is probably Sonia with an I. Office workstation. Desktop computer. PSU. 8 fluid ounces. 1 cup. That's true. Poems that express approval. Odes. Prepared to propose. Knelt. Knight. Eli Weasel, I think is how you spell his name. Mean, median, or mode is a stat. Okay, we got stat and ASAP. Hullabaloo. Racket. Khan Academy. Engagement. Betrothed or something? I'm not sure. Awareness of body position. Kinesthesia. Berlin article. Das, maybe? Before. Air. Thrilled. Share one's ideas. Opines. Word after soap. Opera and opera box. Okay. Like lots of Instapics. Poses? Yeah, that feels a little thrilled. Scent? That could be. Posed? Posed. That feels a little better. Kinesthesia could be wrong. And troth. Like betroth? Okay. Could be something other than use me or pout and Cuomo. So, dormer computer. Let's see. Opines. Heaven sent or sent over the moon, maybe. Oh, typed that wrong. Opera. There we go. Unassuming home. Barbara Lynn helps out with the little nest. Weaver birds. Oh, actually, it wasn't. Desktop computer has chips in it. Okay, that was the one. Yep, taco salad has chips. Poker game, Toll House cookie. Started good with Toll House cookie. That was just Toll. Just sitting there. Yeah, verbs. Ooh, clever. Word sent, yeah, as in thrilled. And betroth is troth. You can't handle the truth. And an oil man. Yeah, okay. Kinesthesia, yep. Kinesthetic, I think is, or I said kinematic. What is is that related? Kinematic? Yeah, so it was related, but kinesthesia is the sense. Okay. Dormer. Yep, yep, yep. Vertical window on a slanted roof. A dormer. Yeah. Those pretty windows. Whole career to make this puzzle. Nice. Silicon, not chocolate. All right. The real winner of the vote was a name that was an inside joke but didn't sound edible. Okay. So no tortilla or potato chips. Some other kind of chip that I don't want to say all the time. You gotta have a little fun. Cool. Chip-filled crossword for Tuesday. Thin and thick for Puzzmo. I liked the crab was interesting here. Connections got away with for solving, but red herring for the Bond actors. Got that. And Out of This World science fiction, which has a nice little path there, and Akari. Take a quick look for Spelling Buddy. That is the pangram. No other pangrams allowed. And laughed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no letter or no words are considered valid that are longer than 7 letters. So the longest words are something like laughed. Well, feel free to take a crack at it, but that, for me, is a full Tuesday. Good job. Nicely done.